Here's the plan. We take Dave Jones, a local chef of great renown, and a celebrity assistant to help him out in the kitchen with a certain recipe. On top of that, we throw in someone that knows absolutely nothing but is ever too willing to help with every step. That is what happens when you get too many cooks. Are you hungry yet? Hi, I'm Mike Breeze. What happens when you take a chef, someone who doesn't really belong in a kitchen, and someone who should legally be removed from any cooking surface, and throw them all together? You might just have too many cooks. I'm here today with Dave Jones of Crazy Dave's Sugar Bowl, and we're going to do something big today, I can tell, because of what we have arrayed in front of us. What is our recipe for today?
We're going to do up a chicken pasta primavera.
Chicken pasta primavera.
Yeah.
And now what happens if you kind of don't do very well at it? Would it just be chicken pasta vera?
Yeah, sort of like that.
Okay, because it was probably like a prima donna came up with the original recipe. What does that mean?
Primavera? I imagine it has something to do with just the vegetables. It's the vegetables and the garlic and the butter, and it all makes it primavera.
Wow. Okay, you know who we have coming in with us today? Kori Marcy. So this should be very interesting, dealing with this recipe and her background at Marcy's funeral home.
Yeah.
So be on your best behavior.
I might as well step out of the kitchen. I heard
right.
she's a good cook.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That'll make it easier. I can just step back and watch. We'll be back in just a few minutes and start Chicken Primavera on Too Many Cooks.
Hi, I'm Jerry Orlando, and welcome to Orlando Brothers Golden Dawn, a family-owned business for over 25 years. We know our customers, and we know what you like. The freshest produce, a meat department stocked with the finest cuts, an in-store bakery, and a mouth-watering deli. And you can count on us to greet you with a smile and carry your groceries to your car. So stop by and see us at Orlando Brothers Golden Dawn on Main Street in Conneaut. We're saving this cart right here for you.
All right, we're back on Too Many Cooks. We've got Crazy Dave here, Crazy Dave's Sugar Bowl, and with us as our celebrity sous chef is Kori Marcy of Marcy's Funeral Home. Now, do you have a lot of time to be in the kitchen with your schedule?
Not really.
So this will be really exciting to see what we get out of you today. Now, Dave, tell us what's going on here.
We're going to do some chicken pasta primavera. We have the vegetables, and we're going to start off with doing some pasta. So we're going to probably get started with that.
Okay, don't let the prima intimidate you. It doesn't mean it has to be really prime.
Yeah, it sounds fancy, but really it's not a fancy dish. Okay, so want to get started with some pasta. Go ahead and put this in the water. About half of that. Yeah.
So this boiling water thing,
Okay, then we're going to season it with some salt.
is it possible to mess that up?
Sure, you can burn it.
You can burn water.
We think you would do that.
Well, I was steaming some vegetables once as I was working at home on my meal prepper. I can't even say it, let alone do it. And the water boiled away while I was busy with other things. And so then it started smoking the vegetables, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Roasting.
I go through pots quick that way. But would that be bad?
Depends on how far you go.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get busy with some chicken. We're going to go ahead and have you clean this up. Take some of the...
Which knife is best to use?
The bigger knife,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, and now you want to have control over your knife.
Okay.
Put your tip on the... Here, I'll show you. Put your tip on the counter. And then just slice.
Okay.
I can't believe how nervous I am watching this. So you must have a busy schedule, Kori.
I do.
And how often, obviously you don't do this too often, what kind of things do you do in a day? What are your favorite things that you get the most reward from?
At work or spending time with my daughter?
Well, that can be work. I know.
Okay, we're going to season it.
Okay.
Now, what kind of seasoning are we using here?
That's a Canadian poultry seasoning. Okay, and then we're going to take and put that in a bag.
And see, he just lets that slip right on by. What makes it Canadian? Is there back bacon in there? Or
There's
beer?
bacon. Yeah, there's bacon in there. Lemon peel, garlic, oregano. It's a kind of a mixture of all kinds of different things. On the chicken, the thinner part, you want to kind of make the thicker part of the chicken breast the same as that, so it cooks evenly.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of like. Yeah, that makes some noise. All right, so we'll let you do that. I'm going to get a pan started.
So when you're not spending time with your daughter, what makes your day go along?
My work day usually consists of making arrangements with families. Sorry. I really have no set things on a schedule. As a funeral director, you don't have a schedule. It's whatever next hour will bring. It could be making arrangements with a family, or
Well, do you want to go
having a grand
to the
appointment.
family center? Would that be a good segue into that?
Sure.
Okay, how's that look? All right, looks pretty good the way it is there. Put some butter in that pan there. Go ahead and take this.
This here?
Yeah.
Yes.
That stuff there.
Both?
Yep, both of
Okay.
them.
Sorry.
And we'll melt that down. Now, see, while you guys were actually talking, you almost burned your pasta.
See?
Which is why.
That's why you had me to focus.
Okay. Which is good because,
How do you
I
burn
usually-
pasta in a pot full of water?
It was sticking together.
you overcook it.
Yeah, it was sticking together on the bottom. No, we don't want to get this.
And now we're burning the butter.
We don't want to get that too dark because then
Okay.
it'll taste pretty burnt.
Okay, so we got the pasta not burning now.
Right.
The chicken is in the butter. What's chicken in the straw?
Chicken in the straw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. It's a good song, I know that, but it's
Okay, we're going to cut some vegetables up.
Okay.
Basically, just taking the larger pieces and probably, in half and then in half
Same
again.
knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now is that healthy? Since that was in chicken?
It's not going to hurt anything.
You'll be cooking the broccoli, correct?
Right.
Okay.
But if you weren't? I'm just trying to, get everyone out there to keep from having issues
Salmonella
later.
poisoning
Yeah.
or contamination.
Well,
Okay.
a little bit smaller pieces.
Smaller?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that good?
Yep.
You didn't
Just
put the
continue
point
on cutting.
down. Put the point down and come across.
Like this,
Yes.
right? Okay.
See, that's we learned that earlier. Now, what kind of food opportunities are there? No, that's not a good way to go into it either. Okay, here we go. I got it. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
All right, so now, have you guys worked together before?
Dave has catered a meal at our family center, which is across the street from the funeral home.
Family center. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's that?
That's a kind of a reception room used for funeral meals. If a family has a service and would like to gather somewhere to have a meal afterwards, they're welcome to gather there.
Go ahead and start on the broccoli or the cauliflower.
Okay, that's nice. And so you can have meals catered there.
Correct.
Now, can people also, how people always bring food Can they do that too?
Yes, it's up to the family. They can either hire a caterer. We do not provide catering, we just provide the room.
And people are probably happy to hear that as they watch this. What else?
Kori, he was insulting.
I know.
And with the people, what
He could be the next dish.
what else can people get out of that? It sounds like a really nice.
We do provide it for, nonprofit organizations. There's different clubs that use it. There's a coin club that uses it. Tops Club, 2 different Tops Clubs, and some other organizations that benefit from using it.
All right, so they can just come and have meetings there or whatever they. Oh, okay.
Go ahead and put that in there.
Okay.
How do you know how much, Dave? You got a lot left over there. You just eyeball it?
Yep.
Remember that at home, folks.
Ain't nothing fancy here. Straighten it a little bit more. Just so they cook faster.
So how long has Marcy's been in operation?
Since 1868.
Wow. And have you been there that whole time?
I have. No, my great-great-grandfather started the business.
And so, but you did grow up in the whole atmosphere and.
Yes, I'm the 5th generation of my family to be a funeral director.
Now, is this a case where, as a little girl, you were thinking, "I want to do this," or when does that come around that you're going to, or was it one of those things they just didn't tell you have to do it because?
No, I chose to come back to the family business. I really didn't decide until high school that that's what I would do.
You wanted to be a chef until then, right?
Should have thought about it.
All right, what we got going on back here now?
We put some chicken broth in the pan because we're gonna, instead of steaming these, we're gonna kind of blanch them in the chicken broth.
We're blanching the vegetables.
Yeah.
Now, I've had blanched peanuts. What are blanched vegetables?
Softened vegetables. We're gonna soften them.
Okay, we're softening.
Yep. Softening.
Vegetables. Interesting.
Is that proper?
I don't-
We don't know.
How's the pasta?
Pasta's done.
Okay.
I was waiting for you guys to quit talking.
Did you turn? Man, he is. Okay, so you salt and peppered those.
Yep. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Those blanched vegetables, or blanching. Now, where does that term come from?
I don't know.
Okay.
Good question.
Now, why do you do it instead of steaming?
Okay, I want to take and wipe that off.
You got this. I mean, steaming seems.
You can actually wipe it right into that
To
bowl if
be-
you want.
Okay.
A healthy choice, but what does blanching do?
Just cooks them quickly. Instead of steaming them. Steaming them would be better.
Oh, we're doing it
But-
for time for
Yeah, it's quicker.
Okay.
We're going to cut this.
Okay, what's that? Is that just a piece of chicken fat?
Cut that
per
up
se
like
there?
that
Or
and
no?
then cut it in half that way after you're
People
done.
got to want to know what that is. That is just. I don't deal with meat that often.
Well, the chicken at Orlando's is awesome.
No, I'm really concerned here. What is this? Did you get some mayonnaise on there? Okay.
You are gonna make me
It's
cut
gone.
my finger. Okay. Now, Dave, you wanted it cut the other way also?
What's that?
You wanted it cut this way also?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just want kind of smaller pieces, so you can actually cut it twice if you wanted to. Cut that one, then
Okay. Now, is there a correct way to be cutting this, or
no, you're doing fine.
as long as I don't cut my fingers, right?
All right, no blood. That's not edible. The blood's not edible. All right, we're gonna do some garlic.
Okay, now seriously. Why is it that vampires don't like garlic?
I don't know. Did you read the book?
You don't answer half my question. Yeah, well, that doesn't they don't explain it scientifically. I thought you would.
Well, no. I'm a cook. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's good. Now ask
take
about
the outer-
that.
outer
So
peel.
that's how you get the peel off
Yep.
easily.
Just
Okay.
take the outer peel off, and then just give it a good chop. And then we're going to put that in some butter and some olive oil, and we're going to make the sauce. So go ahead and do the couple more.
Okay.
This dish takes a lot of garlic, so
And this needs to be.
just kind of squish it, just to take the peel off.
Does anybody not like garlic? I mean, maybe the after effects are not, you know.
I like the flavor. I don't like raw garlic. Or chunks of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that
it's-
peel came
it's
off
pretty
already.
strong. You're doing a lot better. That's, you were.
Yep, see, you almost burned the vegetables.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It's a good thing I'm not alone in this kitchen. Do you
So
want
those are
all these
blanched?
closed?
Yep,
Okay.
those are ready to go.
All of these need to be?
Yep.
This could take a while.
It's awful easy for me to sit back and tell us what you really almost did and didn't do. How does this sauce get started?
It's actually starting now.
It's in the blanching
Yep, we're
vegetables?
going to put some
Okay.
butter and
So is there a possible way for someone who is more, wants to stay away from buttery things to do this, to enjoy this, this dish? Or do they have to?
you can leave the butter out and just use olive oil and the garlic. That'd be a good switch.
I always wonder what, what has to be there for it to, actually happen, what can be avoided.
Okay, let's get this started in there.
Breathe. Okay. Do you need the rest of this?
Nope. That'll be good.
See, he's like Scotty on Star Trek. He said you need to do all of it, and all of a sudden you're done. After there's like 5 left.
All right, go ahead and put your chicken in with the vegetables.
Okay.
I can't believe you took that little piece, and I was going to eat that, and it's completely.
A little more butter.
Would you consider yellow peppers in that dish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We
Just
didn't
wondering.
have any of those today. They weren't available.
No, what type of butter is that?
That's a garlic, seasoned garlic butter.
I thought that was potato salad.
You thought that was potato
I
salad?
did. That would have been really.
I'm glad you're not cooking.
So you got your sauce already?
It's coming together.
Did I miss the olive oil, or have you not done it yet?
No, I didn't put any in. We used butter.
Okay. So folks at home, you might at some point think, wow, that Primavera would be good if it had yellow peppers in it. But it can. It can have them in it. It just doesn't because the market value of yellow peppers is probably up too high for Dave right now. He's trying to keep things to the point where we could, budget.
Yeah, I was on budget.
The yellow pepper workers are maybe on strike. We're not sure what's going on.
We're almost ready to serve. We want to clean up the board a little bit.
Okay. With this?
Yep.
So you get a salad when you're done. All right, when you do the flipping like that, is there at all a possible chance, or have you ever in your life thrown food right into the burner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't I do that last show?
Yeah, I was just trying to remind you.
And a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Now, we still get cilantro on this, or is that, we passed that
Nope.
step? Okay.
That's the next.
Okay, good, because that's my
That's the
favorite
next
there.
episode.
I could eat a salad of that.
Okay. And we're all done. Chicken pasta primavera.
Looks good.
We'll let you take the first bite.
Needs a little yellow, I think.
The mark of a great person, organization, or civilization is their ability to withstand the test of time. Conneaut Telephone Company has withstood the test of time. From before the Spanish-American War, through World War I and into the Roaring '20s, Conneaut Telephone Company ushered communications from the age of the telegraph office to the era of a telephone in every home. Through the trying times of the Great Depression, our operators were there connecting State Street to Wall Street, and they were also there connecting soldiers and their families with news of victory in World War II. After 70 years in business, Conneaut Telephone Company saw the turbulence of the 60s give way to triumph as we witnessed a glimpse of the leaps technology would make in the decades to come. Over 111 years later, Conneaut Telephone Company is the same company, with the same name and the same commitment to meeting the communications needs of Conneaut. Conneaut Telephone Company, standing tall against the test of time.
Good. Got the
Excellent.
garlic. Garlic and the butter. It's kind of a light dish.
Will this be on the menu for summer?
Hopefully. Oh, that is so good.
Wow. And it's still hot. That's
And we didn't burn
We don't share this with the crew, right?
not now. Once it cools off, that is. Okay, so that is chicken pasta, primavera. And this is Kori, Marcy, and Dave Jones. I'm Mike Breeze, and you'll have to check us out next time on Too Many Cooks. I really think it needs the yellow pepper in there, or the banana pepper.
Oh, that
Jazz it up.
that would spoil the whole thing.
What happens when you take three people? Someone who... What happens when you take three people? Someone who works in the kitchen, someone who really shouldn't be in the kitchen, and someone who's never set foot in the kitchen. I just cracked my knuckle already. What happens when you take three people and put them in the kitchen? That's what happens when you take three people, put them in the kitchen, and no. What happens when you take three people, a cook, someone who doesn't cook very often, and someone who should stay out of the kitchen for the rest of their lives, and put them in a kitchen to, wow. Good for closing credits. Anyway.